Good evening. How is everyone? It's Teresa Crane with Jeremiah Dreams. I am thankful it's Friday. The weekend's here. Time to have some fun and chill out, catch up on stuff. It's always a wonderful thing when it's Friday. Oh goodness. And then usually if you guys are like me, my weekends are so full that it just goes by in a blur. It's gone just like that. But as you join, as you hop on here, please give StreamYard permission to display your name so I can say hello and we can have great conversation. And as you hop on here, please let your friends know by painting blessings from where you are and let me know in the comments. I think I've been thinking about this a lot, but I want to give two people, I'm going to give two people um, a print of this. And so, you guys, I need you to tell your friends. I need you to paint the blessings as much as possible. Paint the blessings. Let me know in the comments because sometimes your security settings are where I can't tell just by, I have to actually go through the comments and see. So if you paint the blessings, the more often you paint these blessings between now and the end of the month on April 1st, no fooling, no April Fools, I'm going to give two people a print of this. Hey, Teresa, how are you, my friend? Good to see you tonight. I hope you're doing well. So paint the blessings. Let me know in the comments. Every time you do is another opportunity for me to consider you for a gift of this print. Okay. Hello, my friend Christine. How are you, sister? So you guys, tell your friends. Tell your friends. Okay. There's that. I have something I want to show you guys. There's Marianne. Hello. Good to see you. Girl, I get the life busy thing. I'm telling you, the last 2 weeks have been incredible for me. Like, I have met myself coming and going, which is a good thing. It's a good thing, but I'm tired. And I'm just going to say it straight up. I am worn out. And then you get this weather thing going on and the allergy thing going on, and it's horrible. But listen, I want to show you. I have been telling you guys. Thank you, Teresa. Yes. So if you're just joining, tell your friends that you're painting the blessings and where you're from. Tell me in the comments. And every time you do that between now and the end of the month on April 1st, I'm going to give two prints of my Dogwood Chapel to somebody. I'm going to send those gifts out. So I've been telling you guys since I started this little painting of my granddaughter that I had a drawing that I did of my daughter, and I got it here to show you guys. Y'all, this is from a long time ago, but look, I drew this of her. What does it say? She is, because I put her age on here. She's not quite 2 years old. She's 21 months. And this was her personality. She was kind of pouty, but it was just the neatest thing. I always put the bows in, but this is a what we call a graphite rendering, and it was just it was just a lot of fun. You use a lot of different types of the pencils, the artistic pencils, to get the different depths and the darknesses, and you shade and you layer. And I don't even remember now how long it took me to draw this, but Erin is wanting me to do one of Elena right about this time, which Elena's now 3. I was thinking that Erin was closer to 3 when I did this. I had forgotten the age till I just looked at it just a minute ago. So we're going to be pulling out some neat pictures of her that capture her personality. And we'll be doing one of these on her as well. So listen, and another thing I want to talk to y'all about, I probably should have talked to y'all about that before I showed you this. You hear us, those of us who are creative, talk a lot about changes. Oh, thank you, Christine. Keep on painting the blessings, sister. Um, the changes in Facebook. And so one of the things that Facebook is really paying attention to are hearts and hugs, the care emojis and stuff down at the bottom. So as we go along, if you see something you love, send me some hearts. That helps the algorithm, the bots know that there's engagement going on here, which we always have great conversation. And they pay attention to that too, but they're picking up on those hearts and hugs and all those things. So if you guys would do that, I'm sorry. You know, it's just a different day, and I guess that's the way they measure and monitor how active your viewership is. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you just want to be me. You just want to be who you are, just do your thing, and people love you, and y'all talk. And oh no, we got to do all the other things too. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. I forgot to put out my paper towel to put this little drawing on. And so tonight I'm going to work on this little thing of Elena again. Her name's Elena. And there's a couple of things. I don't have her exactly like she needs to be just yet. And so there's a couple of things. I want to work on the background that's around her some. Hey, Teresa, how are you, my friend? All the way from Maryland. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now. And I may have to make some adjustments after I've kind of messed with things a little bit. So there's just a few things. I'm not happy yet with her hair. So I'm going to actually remove part of that because I want to do something a little bit different. I've been thinking about this. I'm going to change the background a little bit. It's not what I want. And I'm not sure what that is just yet, but I'm going to figure it out. You know me, I got to just see where the paint takes me. So I'm going to start with some white. And nothing magic about that. I'm just going to start with some white. I'm trying to figure out which size brush I want to use. I think I'm going to use this one. And this is kind of a, you can probably see it better that way. It's not at the largest. Okay, here's a wider one if that gives you some perspective. And then I've got this little one that I use from time to time to get into some smaller places. But I'm going to use the middle one of this. Y'all, there's a ton of sizes of brushes. And it all gets down to what is comfortable for you. What do you feel like you have the most control with? So I'm going to turn this little piece around because I'm going to start up here head. I'm not feeling this. So when you don't feel it, you change it, right? Okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone's comments. So let me just start in. I'm just going to cover this up. I'm just not feeling it. And we're just going to do something different. Now, I like the different colors I've got going on, but the shape of it is something that I want to work on a little bit more. And I meant to have already printed out some photos of her to use as a guide. But here's the truth. I've been sewing. And I've been working on my new grandbaby's baby quilt. And just listening to whatever's on Hulu or Netflix or HBO Max or whatever. I watch all those. But anyway, I would listen more than I watch. So I got to thinking, wonder what time it is, because I was all engrossed in my project over there at the sewing machine. And I clicked on the clock on my sewing machine. It said 8:05. I'm like, oh my goodness, I meant to have already been over there and be ready to go. I was going to try to be on here right at 8:00. But time got away from me, y'all. You know how it is. You start in a project that you're just loving, and time, I'm telling y'all, one of the fastest hours in the day. Let me change this light a little bit. One of the fastest hours in the day is this hour right here. Hey, Winifred. Sunny and in the high 60s. Girl, it was pretty warm here too. It was beautiful. A friend and I went to Hobby Lobby, and I got some stuff for my Paint and Create group, and they're going to be so excited. I can't wait for them to receive their boxes. I'm super excited. But it's all going to be a big surprise. So anyway, enough about that, unless you want to join. Hey, Rhonda, how are you, my friend? I am so glad to see you here. I'm just changing up this canvas. It's just not what I want it to be. And so I'm going to change it because I'm a girl and I can, right? Girls are good at changing things. I usually just don't have time and money to change a whole lot, but painting I can handle. Painting I have some control over. So I wasn't happy with the shape of her hair, and I'm going to work on that. But in order to even do that, I need to adjust this background, and that's what I'm working on right now. We're just going to do something totally different. I'm just going to put a good coat on here. I'm not going to worry about a whole lot because I am going to make a color with it, but I'm just not settled. I probably need to get her finished, and then probably the shades that the background needs to be will come to me. But usually this halo thing that I call it looks beautiful when I do it. This one, I just wasn't happy with it. And I thought, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to settle for it. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Well, hey, Lisa, how are you, my friend? Thank you for painting the blessings. Yes, if you guys, listen, those of you just joining, between now and the end of the month, every time you paint blessings and tell me in the comments that you painted the blessings and where you're from, is going to be another opportunity, because I am going to give two people a print of my Dogwood Chapel. So please tell your friends, and the more you tell, the better it is. And I would love to send that gift to two people. So let me know in the comments that you painted the blessings. All right, we are getting very close to having a coat on this so that I can make this adjustment. Christine, I think about you as I'm doing this. You're probably sitting over there shaking your head, and I'm sorry. But I just wasn't happy with it. I just have to make this change. Now, it's going to get a little dicey in here, so I may have to switch the size of my brush. And I think that'd probably be a wise thing to do right now before I get too far along in this. So you guys, did you see that I have the new Paint and Create community up that you can join anytime if you want to learn some stuff? I tell you what, I'm going to give you a little hint as to one of the projects we're working on. I'm working on the tutorial for this. Okay, I'm just going to show you real quick. So this is one of the projects, irises. I love irises. I have a ton of them in my yard. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. So we take a pattern like this, and I'll show you what I've got done so far. So let me do it right here. And we turn it into this. And so right now I'm working on the tutorials for painting this. And that's what we do. That's what we do in Paint and Create. I would love for you guys to be a part of our group, even if it's the Paint and Create community where you can join or cancel anytime, or you can be in the VIP and get a little extra somethings for it all. So I hope I didn't get paint all over me. Y'all, I want to look nice for y'all, but when I look nice and not just a t-shirt, I run the risk. I have got 2 pairs of my dress pants for work, which I need new dress pants anyway. I wear them till they're just, it's time to replace them. But I have gotten drips of paint on them, and I'm trying to get it out. And after I bragged that it will come out, it's water based, la 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 la. Yeah, it's not coming out yet. I'm having to really work on it. Oh my goodness. So I got this other kind of stain remover, hoping that it will lift that color out. And it's just a drop, but it's a drop right where it doesn't need to be for me to be able to pull it off, to still wear it. So I'm just very gently going through here and outlining her because I want to change the background. I don't like it. So that's what we do. So what does Winifred say? That you painted the blessings. So even though you might have put 4 people in one thing that's only 1 painting the blessings. So it needs to be repetitive, if that makes sense. Because if your name's only there one time, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So keep on keeping on. I probably should have clarified that from the beginning. From the beginning, I'm very sorry. But the more often you paint, maybe the gift will come to you. I have to be careful how I say things, y'all. I hope y'all read between the lines. Hope you're reading between the lines. And I don't mean to be, um, just secretive about it all, but we get in trouble if we say certain things. It's just kind of crazy. But I want to be compliant. But I want to love on my audience. I want y'all to know how much I appreciate you guys. And you just show up and you hang out with me. Hey, Janet. Christine, I'm gonna start displaying y'all's. I forget to do this in the beginning because I'm that age, but I'm gonna start displaying your comments because this is also going onto YouTube, and they can't see the comments, so I've got to pull y'all up on the screen. So we'll start with Winifred, and she said she painted the blessings from Washington State. Christine. She says it's a great group. Well worth it. Thank you, Christine. I really appreciate that. I try to make it a great value and worth your time and your dollars. I really do. Janet, try Dawn dish to. Oh, I will. Thank you for that tidbit. Yes, ma'am. I know I do. Christine, you're right. Well, here's the thing about a painter's apron. I've got an apron. And I just forget to put it on. But then the other thing is, I think I need a really pretty one, and I've been looking, and I have some plans because I want to look spiffy when I wear one. But you are so right. You are so right. Thank you, Christine. So you guys, I'm using my small round brush to get in these tiny areas. So have you guys had a good day today? I hope you have. I have. I went to Hobby Lobby with one of the ladies I work with and her little girl, and we just had a good time just talking and looking, and it was just a good time. Hobby Lobby's always more fun with a friend. Well, just about anything's more fun with a friend, isn't it? This is more fun with my friends here. Okay, let me see. Want to make sure I'm getting all the places that I need to get for making this background change. I think I did. So I'm going to turn this again. And y'all are probably going, oh, she has ruined this picture. Nope, I haven't. Just hang with me now. We may not get done tonight, but hang with me. This is going to be fantabulous before I'm done. Y'all, I've already been thinking about the next chapel painting. And I have some really neat ideas, I think. I was telling my friend that we went to Hobby Lobby about it this afternoon. And she was like, oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty. So y'all are going to have to stay tuned. I'm going to get this done. Y'all, I've also got a desert scene I need to do. I told y'all about that. And somehow, I know what happened. I finished the chapel and I had to do a 30-minute painting something. And I did this little, that's how this got started. So, oh, there's my friend Judy. She says, hey, Teresa, your daughter is heading to, oh, oh my goodness. Congratulations. How exciting. Oh, girl, you'll have to keep us updated. Tell us. Hang on just a second. Okay. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Okay, hopefully it'll come back. There we go. I was getting a call. It was my son. He's on his way home from academy. He's got like a 4 hour drive. So he's probably calling to say what's up and catch up with me. So I'll call him back here in just a few minutes. We might cut this just a little short tonight so I can call him. Oh, man. Yes, Judy, tell us. So listen, my daughter and her husband went for their checkup today, and she is 32 weeks. And they had another ultrasound because they wanted to check the placenta to make sure everything's going good. Everything's good. But little girl is measuring 2 weeks ahead of her due date. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but it's getting down to the wire. So me and Miss Judy are going to have new babies, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Seeing that picture of her on the ultrasound today. Oh, you guys, she looks like Elena. She's just, I'm just in love already. I cannot wait for her to know Mimi and kiss on that little thing. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. Christine says, busy, busy, but she didn't fall down. There's always a good day there. It's a good thing because y'all know I just roll around. So funny, girl. Oh, me. I have to say that if I get down on the floor, I have a particular way that I get back up because I'm stiff. I deal with stiffness. Um, and I'm sure a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm probably not as active as I should be. And I even took my tennis shoes to work today, thinking that, or not today, this week, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. Thinking that I would start walking sometime during the day. Well, it rained the majority of the time, and then there were meetings, and it didn't happen. And it's very discouraging. Judy says she went yesterday and said the baby's about 7 pounds, 5 ounces. Perfect. Perfect. Well, they told Aaron and Chance today that little Miss Charlie is about 4 to 5 pounds right now. So it's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. Okay, so I've got sort of a background filled in here. And I really think what I want to work on, I want to work on a couple of things. I want to work on her cheeks. And I know y'all may not be able to see super well, but maybe enough. I don't know. Oh, hey, Miss Linda. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. I see you in and out of other little lives that I watch too. So it was so cool to see your name pop up. Okay. I want to do some shading on her face. And let me get my skin tone paint. Um, because I need to capture the roundness. I don't have the roundness of her face right just yet, but I don't want in the shadow effects, I don't want to create a beard, a beard look. So I have to be really careful. It's really a fine line that you kind of walk through, but I need to shade in. I tell you what would probably help. I just thought about this. I probably need to put a little bit of rosiness in her cheeks, kind of like I did on her little lips. Let me get just a dot of red and just mix in very little. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. So there, that's the skin tone paint. And here's the red, of course. I'm just going to get just a tiny bit. And y'all, I want it very, very muted. And I don't really want it too pink. I'm telling you, I'm just kind of a rosy skin tone. And I think that will help. And maybe that will offer some roundness that more of a brown might not. And maybe the shape of the roundness, we'll just play with it and see what happens. We'll try to make this round, make her cheeks more full. And then I'm going to take some skin tone and mix it on there more. And it's almost like mixing it straight on the canvas, so as to just dilute it further and further, but yet try to get those tones, those hints of color. Get some water and blend that. Get some of this excess off. So I told y'all I was thinking about putting, I need to turn this fan. Hold on a second, y'all. I knocked over my picture. Everybody's fine. Nobody's injured. It just made a loud little crash. I'm getting hot though. I gotta get my fan. I'm sorry, Baxter. Did they scare you? I'm so sorry. Let me move this over here where I can feel it. Turn it up a little bit. The lights just get hot. I'm sorry, Baxter. No, you don't need to eat that. Okay. We're all good. Everybody's fine. Nobody's hurt. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. What was I doing? Okay, I'm working on her cheek. So you guys, let me hold this up so you can kind of see. So I added just that hint of pink right there. It's kind of like a highlight. I literally just mix a tiny bit of red with that skin tone. Okay. I really need to put a little more gray in this skin tone. I don't want to use black because it's such a strong color. Where's my light gray? I had it here not too long ago. I may have to just use the regular gray. Oh, there it is, my pale gray. That's what I'm looking for. Let me see if I can mix this pale gray with the skin tone and get that grayed tone that I'm looking for. I know it's repetitive, the things I'm saying, but I don't know what else to call it. Let me just scoop some of this skin tone over closer to this gray. And I don't need much. I'm going to take just a tip of that gray and see if I can't just darken it a little bit. And maybe that will be enough of a difference that it will provide that shadow without providing like a 5 o'clock shadow for a little girl. So let's try that just right underneath. And her little jaw needs to be more round. So I'm just going to really go circular. And I think her little chin may be a little bit long. So I may have to shave that down a little bit. So we're not there. It takes a lot of layering and a lot of maneuvering, but we will get there. This is the first time I've painted a person, so this is a new experience for me in really studying the shape of all the things that make up her face. This back through here probably needs to be a little more round. I think that's better. I think that's going to help a lot. Okay, let me try blending all these things now and see if we can get that to look more continuous. I'm not going to worry about this getting into her hair because I'm going to be working on that too. Pick up some more skin tone to kind of help this section. She's 3, so you know how it is with littles. They do have that sweet fullness in their face. So let me dry this. I'm just looking at her picture while I'm drying this, trying to figure out how to make it more realistic. I don't know. We just do the best we can. Take it one step at a time. I've shared with y'all before, a lot of times it's about disciplining your mind to slow down, to really examine and figure out what it is that's happening, what the shapes are, what the tones are, the colors, all of those things. And let me dry this. And I need to kind of work on this area through here. And right above her eye, let me show y'all what we've got going on so far. So I've changed the shape of her bottom jaw, added those rosy cheeks, and now I'm going to add some shadow right above her eye with just this little bit darker skin tone. I'm going to add just a hint of this gray and see if I can blend that straight on the canvas. I'm trying to see where else we have some shadow. Let me pick up my little round brush that I love. I'm going to add just a little bit of pale gray right through here to help with that shadow effect. I'll pick up some skin tone and add that back in, and they should blend together very nicely on the canvas. And we've got just a little more shadow effect right through here. It's the folds and such. Okay. I need this right through here to be a little more gray. And I want to add some more right through here just to hide the underneath colors that are trying to peek through. I'm going to go ahead and add some more pale gray in here to kind of help blend straight on the canvas. That's something that's picked up in there. Let's see if I can get this out. Don't entirely know what that is, but we need to get it. It's creating a ridge. It may be where I dried it a while ago. We'll just work through it and smooth it out. Okay. May have to let that dry a little bit, and then I'll work on fixing that a little more. Okay, I feel like I need a little more shadow right under her lip. So I'm laid down the gray first, and then I'm going back and adding skin tone. And I think I may need to adjust the shape of her chin a little bit. And let me do that with some white. This is called negative space that I am focusing on in order to create that shape. Okay, I'm going to get some water on my brush. I'm going to do some blending now, just with water, especially right through here. That white wasn't quite dry. Okay, it's not great, but it is better. We're getting there. We are getting there. I think once I start in with improving her hair shape and her hair color and all of that, it's going to look even better. Okay, let's go back and see what you guys are saying. I've kind of been focusing on all this and not really uh, talking to y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's start right here. Linda says that the painting's looking nice. Thank you, Linda. Miss Ann is here. She says, "Hey, love this piece." Oh, honey. Oh, thank you. If she looks like she's herself in this, I'll be so happy. Janet says that you like the lighter background. I just, the other night it seemed like a good idea, but after I kind of sat with it, I'm like, I'm not happy with that. So if you're not happy with it, you have the ability to change it. Lisa, she says, beautiful granddaughter. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Christine. Miss Judy says, so precious. Oh, girl. Let me tell y'all, I have had a few art classes, but I haven't had extensive study in art. And I cannot take any credit for myself. It's just the goodness of God, and I can't explain it. All I can do is paint and let y'all watch me and just tell you what I know, which is not a whole lot. But um, I just have to give all glory and honor to my Father, my Heavenly Father. So, Mary Ann said, just showed your husband. Oh, girl, well, thank you. Y'all are precious. I just want y'all to know y'all are precious. Okay. I need to work on the roundness of her forehead. She's got a very round forehead. So let me get my round brush, and I'm just going to, let's see, I don't want that one. I want the other one because it's my favorite. I'm just going to get some of the skin tone, and I'm going to shape her forehead a little more. And I'm getting into the hair, but no worries there because I'm going to be changing all that anyway. So she has a very round forehead, not like too much of one, but if I overdo it right now, I can always shave it and trim it, with the background color. I may need to do that, but I want to make sure I have at least something of the shape there. Just going to look a little bit bald for a little bit, but we're going to fix all that. I'll tell you why I was at Hobby Lobby today. I should have looked, and I didn't. But I should have looked for a color that would be closer to her blonde. But I wasn't thinking about it. And I'll just have to mix it again like I did before. So I do feel like I overpronounced her little forehead. So I'm going to just shave it down with the background color of white. Let me try this real quick and then I'll add a little bit more. Y'all, I was thinking today when I was at Hobby Lobby, I really missed that 40% coupon. But I understand why they needed to make the change, but I do miss it. Okay. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to let that just gel for a bit. What time is it? How long we've been here? We got time. I want to work on her hands a little bit. I'm going to start with this underneath section. We definitely got some shadow in this section, kind of in the shape of a V almost. And I'm going to bring it on around. And I was sharing with you guys the other night, these are actually, this thumb looks really white, but it's actually two thumbs side by side. The way, because she's got them together this way and, you know, clasping her hands. So I'm going to try to stay true to the shape with the shadow in the forefront thumb. And then I really need to go a little darker with the one in the back. So let me try adding this gray, this pale gray right through there. Okay. I'm looking to see there. I really need that other gray. Hang on. Because there are some really darker tones in her hands that I want to play on. So this is the mid-tone gray. It's just called gray. And this is the pale gray. This is too dark and this is too light. So we're going to get somewhere in the middle. Got a glob right there I need to get out. So let's get somewhere in the middle. But probably leaning more toward the pale. Okay. I'll twirl off this excess. Okay. So I'm going to start with adding some shadow to the underneath part of this finger. And I want some right in through here because of where that back thumb is placed. And I think what I'll do is also add some pale gray right on top of that. So we kind of have a two-tone effect going on there. I need just a hint of this darker gray right through here. Just a hint. And I'm going to pick up some pale gray and put that right through here as well. Okay. I want to add, let's see, how are we going to do this? I want to add this medium gray right through here. We've got some shadow. right at the end where she's got it right up against her little face. She also has part of this other index finger right in behind. And I'm going to use the pale gray, the lighter gray for that. I'm going to add just a hint of skin tone to that too, so that it's not just this gray, but we have some skin tone there. And I probably need to do that with this other thumb that's right back here. Let me just add skin tone to that too, but let it blend with those grays so that we've got a good shadow, but we know that it is one of her little fingers. Okay. I'm going to add some more skin tone right through here. I don't want the gray to be overstating anything. All right. I need to add in these fingers some of this light or medium gray right through here. And it even needs to be outlined a little bit. I'm wondering, I may even need to take some of this darker gray. I'll thin it down a little bit. Get a good flow going and a really good chisel point on my brush. I'm going to outline very tenderly right up against her little lips. And right up against her little chin. I'm almost just dotting this in, trying to be so subtle, so careful. Okay, let me show you. That's what we've got so far. So I'm going to continue working on her hands. Okay, let's see what everybody's saying here. Lisa says, I hope you have a blessed weekend. I hope you do too, Lisa. Oh, Winifred, you got to run. Yes, I'm hoping to come live again tomorrow. So hopefully you'll find me. And oh, girl, good night, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Well, y'all, we are getting close to an hour, but I'm going to work just a little bit more and then we'll say good night, okay? Just maybe another 10 minutes. But if you guys have to scoot on out, I understand. You can always catch the replay. It's not a problem. Just adding some skin tone through here, just kind of diluting some of this. I feel like we need some skin tone right through here for her other little hand that's behind. And I'm going to pick up where it kind of overstated or got away from me a little bit right through there. Pick up some of this mid-gray. Pick up some more skin tone, put it right back here. I feel like I need a little bit of outline right through there, so let me clean my brush. I'm going to get some of this diluted gray and get a really good chisel, really good point on my round brush. I'm going to add that in right here. There we go. I feel like I need to do a little bit of blending right through here. Let me see if I can get that to blend so we don't have such a harsh line. And again right here. Okay. Need some shadow right along through here for this finger. And we've got another little finger right here that I need to add some skin tone for. And blend the two together, that gray and the skin tone. Let me turn this just a hair. Okay. We still have a lot of shadowing to do for these little hands. I want to add some shadow right through here. And skin tone to blend the two. And I need some of this really mid-tone gray for a little bit of outline, definition right through here, separation. There we go. Feel like we probably need some of this in these areas between the fingers. I'm going to be working on that some more too. Get those shapes right. Because this one doesn't feel like it's the right shape. This is where you got to improvise sometimes. All right. I think I'm going to let this really sit for tonight and take another approach at it. And I'm going to get some better pictures of her hair. Really make that spot on. Well, there's Chicky. Oh, Rhonda says good night. I love you too, my friend. Christine, I love you too, girl. There's Marie. Oh, hi, Marie. Thank you so much. Good night to you too. Marianne says, looking good. Oh, I understand, girl. I'm fixing to hop off of here myself. Chicky, look at that. Oh, well, thank you, girl. We're coming along. It's a process. It's a process. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got to get some better pictures to reference for her hair. But having said that, I'm going to hop off of here. Good night, Miss Linda. Good night. I am going to say good night myself. Thank you all for being with me. I just so appreciate you. You guys get some good rest tonight. Have a blessed evening. And I'm going to try to see y'all sometime tomorrow, okay? Have a great one. I love you all. Bye.